Oh my god, welcome back. Today, I'm going to show you my everyday makeup routine, but make it full coverage because we need to clear up this. Clear up, cover up. Okay, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get into it. Hydration is key, alright? As if Coke Zero hydrates. So today I'm actually going to start with what I was supposed to do in the last video, which was conceal my bloody acne. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And this is in Light 28 or Marron Glaze. So I'm just going to dip into this. And anywhere where I've got some form of scar, spot, acne, we're just going to leave that on. So already on my face, obviously, is the Paula's Choice. And then I've also put on the Avene Restoring Protective Cream. Gorge, babe. So now that we've done that, we've got little patches of orange everywhere. I'm going to leave that for like 10 minutes because then it's going to be dried and it's not going to move when we put our foundation on. So we're just going to leave that for 10 and we'll be back. I'm going to use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is in the shade Strong Body. So what I'm going to do is get my trusty little bending brush. You know, the dirty ass one from the video that I said that I was going to clean that I didn't end up cleaning? That's the fucker. This is going to seem really weird, but I'm just going to grab my brush and I'm just going to pump a few pumps onto the brush like this. We're just having to speed up at this point. Oh, making a mess. Same as always, paint. Paint. Now this foundation, this is like a dewy finish. This is stunning. Obviously I'm a matte queen, so we do make it matte, but just the coverage, the finish is just gorgeous. And see how we laid that pot concealer? The spots are no longer visible. Then there's no pigment to them, there's no colour to them. It's only if they're active spots, you can just see the bumps and that's it. Trust the process. I feel like I have to say that all the time. Trust the fucking process. Using the excess on the brush, I'm gonna go up onto the forehead. And we're just gonna start blending the foundation into the concealer. So just keep patting away. Get all in the hairline. All in the hairline. You don't want to actually in the hair. It's not in the hairline. Oh. I hate when that happens. It's like getting lip gloss stuck to your lip. Guys, I'm trying not to be as chatty in this video. I wanna be a bit more informative, so I need to just stop. So now we've kind of blended that in. You've got like the light centre of the concealer. And then let's just go in with our sponge and we're just gonna grab, I'm gonna use this today. This is the Dewy Bounce from the Beauty Crop. The Beauty Crop. This is infused with snow mushroom, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, all those skin loving ingredients. Love. And they're also perfect for acne prone skin. I know some people don't get along with niacinamide, but I do, so I love it. So we're literally just bouncing that into the hand, making sure that it's all over the sponge. And then just blend to your heart's desires, babe. We want this to be smooth. We don't want any of the streaks left from the brush. Realistically, the hack is the more you blend, the smoother your face is gonna be. Because the sponge is also gonna pick up any of the excess product that your face doesn't need, you know? The parts that ain't drying. And guys, this time, the next blended. Thank God. So this is the finish. Okay, see, we've still got that nice glow. Oh, she's still hydrated. Mwah! Gorgeous. Okay, don't hate me. I've done my bronzer off camera, as for reasons stated in the previous video. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. So, we're gonna move on to blush. Oh my God. I just filmed doing my blush, but joke's on me because I wasn't even filming. What I did, I'll explain it to you. It's the Doll Beauty Cream Fly Blusher, this one, the cream blush. All I did was bounce my brush in there, tap it off on the back of my hand, apply just above the bronzer, and you want to apply enough. Like, if you think it's enough, it's not. Add another layer. That's it. Just tap, 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 bounce, 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 and you should look like this. I'm so sorry. I'm an absolute fucking idiot. I can't believe I've just done that. Okay. So now that's done, I'm just going to go back in with my bronzer brush. I haven't added any extra product on here. This bronzer brush is an F33 from P. Louise. This is just perfect. So it's angled and it just fits so snug in here. So I'm just going to bounce that across the blush and the bronzer. And this is just going to make sure that it's seamless. You don't have any harsh lines between the bronzer and the blush. Okay, for concealer, I feel like everyone and their mum talks about these, but they're just so good. Like, there's a reason why people speak about them. These are the H&B. I think they're called soft focus concealers. So I've got the shades SF1.5W and SF1W. So you're gonna just swipe out a corner. You're gonna take that all the way up to the temple and then bring it down just slightly, like mid-eye, I want to say mid-eye. And then you're going to take the lighter shade and you're just going to take one and that's going to go in the inner, just like so, because you want to be able to blend this into the blush seamlessly. So you want to start having it overlapping just slightly of the blush. Okay. And then I'm going to take the Real Techniques Kit and Pull brush. It's actually a 242 brush. I don't really know any other comparison to like what to use instead of this brush, because this brush is just insane. It's just the best, like the most flawless blend. Let's just do one stroke upwards. Can you see that's already starting to merge, and that's just one stroke up. It's just stunning. Make sure you're taking this concealer and you're getting rid of that blush line, and you're just going to literally blend that out into the eyebrow like that. So we're just patting, making sure that the concealer is merging in with the blush. It's all blended and seamless, darling. It really is that simple. And I kind of go in circular motions just so that I catch some of the blush, but I'm still blending under the eye, just like so. So then after you've done that on both sides, we'll go for the middle area. All right. Now we'll blend the inner corner. So you're going to take this under, down. So you're going to try to kind of work in a triangle almost. You're going to take that around the mouth, around the upper lip, and this is just going to blend together the eyes. So you're going to have a nice kind of cohesive triangle, which is just going to balance all the different colours out. We're just making everything harmonise. To add a bit of brightness, we're going to use the She Glam Perfect Skin High Coverage Concealer, and this is... She don't have shade, but I want to say this is like the lightest shade, because this is light, yeah. So you're literally just gonna do a few strokes because this is thick. Okay, that was a lot. What do I do with? Oh, that's so much better. Okay, nice. When we blend it out, we're gonna use a sponge. So we need to set up our after process, and this is my key tip. If you take away anything from any of my videos, my one tip is to blend your concealer out with a kit and pour brush, blend it out then with a sponge, but you've already got a preloaded puff so that none of the creasing can start forming by the time you've blended it out, and then you're looking down, you're loading your puff up with powder, then like applying it, because by then you're already looking down, which means your eyes are already creasing. So this is the trick. So as always, Huda Beauty, easy bake, she's in pound cake. Okay, so we've got a nice bundle of powder down there. How long have you been building up this, girl? So literally sponge. Why do I keep calling this a sponge? It's a puff. Okay, you can see she's got some product. Hand, and you're just going to move that around the puff so that we're evenly distributing it, like so. We've loved her, we're now going to leave her. We're going to go back to the concealer. Now, because this is such a full coverage concealer that we've just put on, the She Glam one, I'm just going to use a more hydrating setting spray so that the powder isn't completely drying out my eyes and causing loads of creases, because my under eyes are crispy as fuck. I'm actually going to put on the Vitamin Babe by the Beauty Crop. This is loved. She's so good. You have to give her a shake though. Make sure you shake these setting sprays because they're like a dual face situation. A bit like that mouthwash that's like green and purple, and like you have to shake it until it's like all one colour and then you can use it. So this is vitamin C infused, which is unreal. Then we're going to go in. Hold your breath. Don't. Remember to breathe. Right. So we're going to take that up, and you're just going to try and keep the product where you've placed it. Again, just circling around only slightly, because this is a brightening concealer. Under, under, under. Literally don't blink, don't look anywhere else. You're just going to blend over that line between the blush and the concealer too. And then, sorry, I'm trying to reach for my puff. And then you're just going to go straight in with the puff. And so this is a thin layer of powder, remember. Are you alright? Is that not stunning? Gorgeous, babe, gorgeous. So this is where we're at with the base so far. This is where it's going to start transforming. So we've only set the under eyes. Everywhere else is still maybe a bit dewy, a bit sticky, whatever. This is good. Now, Doll Beauty, this is medium deep. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy airbrush. This one's like more pointed at the top. The point is going to be really good for keeping that precision, and then flip it on its side and you've got a bit of a thicker surface area to be able to cover, yeah? So we're just going to tap into this. I'm going to start on the side and just gently pat. So we're re-bringing in the colours that have been slightly muted by either mixing with the foundation or maybe a bit of powder got on it. So we're just bringing those colours back to life. As you can see, this side compared to this side. So now we're just going to do the same on the other side. Now we've reintroduced the colour to our cheeks, we're now just going to do the same on the forehead. So again, tapping motions, and you're just going to set the cream with the powder. Always cream with the powder, cream with the powder, cream with the powder. Do you know what I mean? And again, we're just tapping this in. We're still trying to keep this little soft spot of brightness. So we're just going around that. It's good rummy. Okay, next is blush. Now I feel like it's only fitting for me to match the powder to the cream in the blush. So this is, again, Beach Please, but this is the powder version. Like, she's just unreal. We're just going to tap the brush in, get a bit of excess off, and just pat. Just pat, and you'll start to see that colour come up. And I didn't even dip in that much. I think I just went da-da-da. And they were like soft taps too. So what we're doing is we're just going to circle this round, still mixing it slightly into the bronzer. So you've got here, which is mixing, here, which is solo. Okay, so now this is looking all seamless. So we've still got the bronzer in full effect, we've got the blush in full effect, we've blended it seamlessly into the under eye, so it doesn't look like you've just got a slob of blush just stuck on your face. Okay, now the blush is done, I'm just going to set the eyelids, still going in with the Huda, still patting it off, and I'm just going to go up and around the brow. So now we're just going to set everywhere that we didn't set before. Now we don't really need to tap this off, we're just going to go straight in. So chin, kind of underneath where we've put the bronzer, but then you're going to go slightly over and overlap that bronzer so that you don't have that harsh line. Just make sure you're slightly overlapping anywhere that you're putting powder, and this will... God, I'm so tongue-tied today. This will ensure that you're still sticking seamless, you're still looking good. I feel like I'm Alicia Dixon, and you know when she was an MC and she's like, okay, yeah. Bit of Britney in there too if you want, darling. I'm actually going to use a bit of Huda Cherry Blossom. Smallest bit. I'm just going to pat this off a lot on my hand. We just want this to be a slight veil. We're just going to go back over where we've just gone. And I know this is a lot of powder for some people. I pre-warned you that this is a full coverage, baby. Okay, so we've just gone for a subtle nose contour because we don't like a lot of makeup. This might not be subtle to some people, but for me, like too harsh lines down my nose. Like, I need to look like I've got nothing. So now I've done the nose contour. I just need to show you this because this is, oh my God, I rave about this on TikTok constantly. Any makeup tutorial I film, this will always be in it. So this is well and used. You can't even read what she says anymore. But this is the Ofra mini highlighter, and this is Rodeo Drive. I've had her probably an illegal amount of time, but she just doesn't end. She doesn't run out. But oh, you'll see her in action, and she's just gorgeous. So just tip of the nose. Are you joking? I just love her. Love her. I'm just gonna take that up the bridge too. Yeah. So now we're done looking crazy. I'm just going to take like a flat kind of fluffy brush. Oh, you can tell this is the powder brush. And you're just going to pat in all the excess powder that hasn't sunken into your face. You don't want to be swiping, you just want to be tapping. Okay, so now we've patted in all of the powders. Set in spray. We want this to stay, we want this to lock in. I'm about to skiddy bop off to work, darling, for 8 hours. So I need this to stay stuck. Normally I would use the Glow Milk, but I've just received this, which is the Peely Skin, let's call it O. I think that's what it says. Let's call it O. So this is a cooling setting spray. So what this is going to do is it's going to lock in your makeup, but still leave a subtle dewy finish. So let's see if she does what she says on the tin. Give her a shake. Okay, she's fine. Right, let's go. It smells minty. Oh my god, that's so weird. That's so weird. It's like cold. I mean, it is a cooling spray. Like, even up my nose, I feel like an airwave in. Love, love, love a fine mist as well. But I don't feel it on my face because it's so fine. So I'm like, is it actually hit my face or not? Do you know what I mean? But you can see she's visibly there. This is one of my new favourite things to do. So I'm just going to grab the Peely cheek of it. This is the same shimmer and highlighter that I used in my last video because I'm just obsessed. Like, I kind of want more of these. So I'm just going to squeeze some out the top. Pop that on the bottom of my sponge. And then this is just going to go on the back of the hand. Just make sure it's nicely distributed. This is while the setting spray is still wet. And then we're just going to dab over the blush, but where the highlighter would normally be. And this is just going to keep that nice glow. I love it. Just a little bit more. And the fact that this is pink as well, it just doesn't take away or leave a cast on top of your blush because it's the same colour as the blush. 2 + 2 is 4, darling. Setting spray is really weird. It feels like I've got like mouthwash on my face. Like, I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but I literally feel like I've just washed my face with Listerine. Like, I don't know whether it's good or a bad sensation. Like, I'm not sure. So now what I like to do when I'm wearing more like natural makeup, because when is that? I like to put my blush that I've used on my cheeks, just a wash of colour over my eyelids. And I feel like this just helps to bring everything together. We're still using Beach Please Dull Beauty. And I'm literally just going to swipe. And we're just going to blend this into the blush. You don't want to go too hard on this because otherwise you're going to end up with pink eye. Like, literally, literally pink eye. We don't want it to look like we've got some conjunctivitis, darling. You see, so this eye's done. It's just cohesive, it's cute, it's stunning, it's like a little pink, you know? Curl the lashes. Make sure you're getting right to the root because this is going to give you the most hold. This is just a Beauty Works eye curler. Eyelash curler. I think this was literally like £2 or £3. Like, it was so cheap. Let's do a little reveal. The comparison, babe. The eyelashes are curled. I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. This is definitely a dupe for something to start off with. Just the tips. And this is going to just make sure that the curl in your eyelashes doesn't drop. Like, I just do really love this one. Look at the difference. So good. So good. Okay, last but certainly not least, I'm just going to start removing some of the foundation off of my lips. But when I'm taking it off, I also want to be blending it so that you don't have a harsh white line from where you're literally taking the layer of product off. Oh, my finger's just fallen through. And when you get to the outside, you're just going to colour bounce and swipe. You're still keeping it blended, but the colour of the lips showing through. You're not going to have that horrible moustache. Now we've roughly done that, I'm going to go in with this MAC lip liner, and this is in Belly Bold. So it's just a very muted pink. It's almost like your lip shade, but better, if that makes sense. So you're just going to start on the outside. And I'm just going to take that the whole way around the lip. I just top lip now. I do find that these lip liners work better if you've got like a lip balm down first or something, because they can be quite dry and I do find them a bit hard to work with. But if you can work with that, they're stunning. So now that's on, I'm just going to take my finger and just gently start pressing down and dragging down my lip just to blend into the centre of the lip. She is a pigmented gloss, but not pigmented that it doesn't look natural. Like, how gorgeous. I'm obsessed. This is my everyday makeup look. Finita. Are you crying? What's the matter about that? Anyway, here we are. She's eating. This might not be your everyday, but this would be mine. Let me know what you want to see next, because we're just getting started. See you next time if you care enough.